Should I start, Tree? Okay. So, Sid, lately I had a few conversations with folks at GitLab around building a feature that is like Notion, Roam, Logseq, Obsidian. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with at least one of those tools. And I wonder what your thoughts about what your thoughts are about this, because we are thinking a bit about like replacing Google Docs for certain workflows we have, but this would like be a wider scope than just replacing meeting notes with issues, for example.
Yeah,
I have a few other examples in the list below. They are like very different than what we usually talk about, but they are just examples.
yeah. Thanks for that. I believe in the power of text, I guess. I like giving people a canvas and then kind of accommodating them, whatever their workflow is. Tools like Logseq are super cool. I love the ability to have kind of deep links to another part and then get a backlink that's also kind of a deep link. So being able to easily refer to sections of documents is a superpower. In Google Docs, it's quite tedious. Like you have to make headers explicitly, it takes a long time to make them. If you deep link to a header, first of all, that's hard. Second of all, those frequently break. I don't know why, but it's super frustrating. I'd love for GitLab issues right now is not real time, so we can't use it for meetings. So that would be the first thing. Like having this meeting in an issue instead of a doc, that would be great. Second, issues feel a bit constrained. It's like there's all this cruft around them. Like give me a bigger canvas. There's a full screen mode already, which is pretty okay. I think our real-time group is first step is going to be seeing like who's in a doc or who's in an issue. I think that's amazing. We already have kind of links where you can say, hey, this issue is related to this one, or this epic is blocked by this one. That's kind of like backlinks. So we might be able to build on that. You think about a canvas, Jupyter notebooks are basically that canvas too. If you look at playbooks, you want them to be interactive, like servers down, like run this script right now, which is very Jupyter notebook-like functionality. I think that's all very interesting and stuff we should be innovating on, and can't wait for real-time view of who's in the doc, real-time editing. That's going to be a great improvement. Does that address your question?
Yeah, I think it actually addresses the second one, because I have like I was under the impression that this might not fit perfectly under the single application umbrella, but I think you already gave me the answer. We can just make issues really, really powerful, or even more powerful than today. That's my interpretation. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, great.
That's it from my side. I think Fred is next.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I was doing some research on Docker files and scanning them against vulnerabilities using Gripe. And I noticed that a lot of the base images being used in those Docker files actually contain the most vulnerabilities. And it's not per se that the new Docker file introduces a whole lot more. Some of them actually fix a lot of the vulnerabilities. So I was thinking, well, it would probably be very useful if we start hosting GitLab secure images, where we curate Docker images that are known to be secure. But like, of course, that's a continuous process where they get built as soon as they become vulnerable. So I was thinking, well, I was curious, what is your opinion about that idea?
I think I hear our customers talking about this, like inside the company, we want to have base images that we keep up to date without vulnerabilities, or So there's a need. I think the obvious thing for us to do, and that's what we're working on, is to do great job scanning our container registry and then making it easy for people to remediate those vulnerabilities. I think that's super high leverage work. Maintaining a set of base images is tedious, and there's a lot of different types of base images. If you look at people who tried those models, that's been very hard. The ones who come to mind is like Docker, who are now making most of their money, if I had to estimate, with their Docker desktop pricing, not with Docker Hub, which is surprising. NPM tried this, and that didn't super work out. I think they ended up selling to GitHub, but I don't think it was an amazing exit. And for example, I used to be a Ruby programmer, Ruby Gems. It's not for profit. It does not have a business model. So now sometimes you're just too early. Like maybe this will be a great model, but if I had to allocate our resources, I would say get a lot better at the remediation. Because why do you want that base image? Because the image I use now is full of vulnerabilities. Okay, let's fix that. Like, why, if there's a vulnerability, doesn't it fix it automatically and then try to deploy it and then do an incremental rollout and see if there's any problems, and if so, open an issue for me. Like I'd rather get that flow really good, because I think that's, you build it once and it's a joy forever, and it would help any customer with any image in any situation.
Makes sense. Yeah.
One more thing to add. Maybe there are people already doing this, because it sounds like a great idea. So maybe we could see if, I don't know, Red Hat or other people already have these great images. I think there's like official Docker images, some other initiatives, and instead of adding another thing, kind of try to add to what's already there.
Yeah, maybe it's just a matter of selecting the right ones, because there are a lot of different variants, and I think that also adds to the dilution of so many images. Which one do you choose, and which one is actually secure?
Yep. So what would be interesting is like using our container scanning technology to look at all the secure base image and say, look, these ones are full of vulnerabilities, and these ones are always neatly up to date and get fixed within 2 hours.
Yeah,
like
that would be great if we can access the data.
Yeah. Well, average time to fix for 5 common base images from 5 different vendors. That'd be a great blog post.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
My second point was regarding our video updates, because we shortened them to around 3 minutes, or at least that's what we're striving to. Do you have any other feedback on our video updates, like just the format itself?
Yeah, I love the shorter version. It makes it easier for me to watch all of them. I like them. If anything, they could be shorter still. But I like them. What do you think of? I try to now leave at least one comment on every video. How is that coming across?
The comment is great, but it's, since we're posting, at least for me, under the company account, I don't get any notification of the comment, so I have to like manually check if there's a comment.
Yeah. Now, one thought was maybe we can have a bot that looks at incubation engineering videos, looks for comments, and then post them in a Slack channel. On the other hand, the comments are not super insightful most of the time. So I don't know. Yeah, I see that problem. I might be too lazy to post somewhere else. By the way, YouTube, if you're watching this, if I type a comment and it goes to the next video and I go back to the old video, I want my comment back. Please, pretty please.
Hey, just to follow up to that question, Sid, I remember chasing you a couple of months ago to get a retweet on one of my videos or links or something like that. So I saw that a colleague of ours got a retweet from you recently. What are you looking for in a video update that would qualify for a retweet?
Something interesting to people. And I think I tweeted the ML Ops video, and I did that too because it already got like 11 thumbs up on its own. So it was already, it had organic traction. So I rather amplify something that like it's the wisdom of the cart. It was already working, people were already interested. I'm just giving it a push instead of the start from nothing.
All right, we're out of questions for the public section on the call. Darby, Alper, anything to raise before